Hey everybody, it's man Dyan. Welcome back to OK Aussie. It is Wednesday the 17th of September. Current time is 4:57 p.m. I feel that Dyan might be going offline, so pulse oximetry's already been on for a little bit of time. We are going to close the blinds. I'm going to push you up there so you don't fall off either. Okay, reducing sensors.
He's going forward.
The alerts and alarms are up on the monitoring system, so we can just keep an eye on and ear out for Dyan.
Max.
Hello, big boy. Rawr.
Oh no.
What's the oh no about? What are you feeling? Currently 4:59 p.m. It is 18 degrees outside. It is 22.7 degrees inside. I'm kidding. It's in your face, isn't it? Okay, just going to take a blood pressure. Starting to see a bit of segmented cranial dystonia in Dyan's face. We have already given her some clonazepam, 2 milligrams, probably about 30 minutes prior to about 4:30 p.m. as there were some indications with dystonia in multi-segments, particularly coming through the back of the spasms that were happening at that point in time, and there being a lot of pain. Pain levels have been incredibly high. We've also given her 2 drops of the Trammel oral liquid drops. Starting to go offline at the moment. That's why she's so quiet. Dyan's not normally that quiet. Oxygen stats are 96%. Heart rate is at 57 beats per minute. Just taking a blood pressure reading. Maxie, we might be having a seizure shortly, so watch out, buddy. Dyan's blood pressure reading is 109/69. Heart rate is 57. Now, normally her baseline should be 85/60 for Dyan. She's normally bradycardic. Higher levels of blood pressure can be indicative of a range of things, including the pain. Now, for Dyan to be able to ask for tramadol drops, which she did just recently, she has to be in a lot of pain because she normally hates to do with any sort of pain relief medication. That's sweetie. Very warm to touch on the forehead. So, febrile, she is hot, 37.7 degrees at the moment. 37.5 is febrile, so she's a couple more points just over. Don't think she's going to be in a swallowing mode at the moment, but when she is able to do so, then we'll try and give her some Panadol Osteo. The clonazepam, which has already been provided, is normally a first-line defense anyway for tics, dystonia, and part of the seizures because it's a muscle relaxant. So it should be helping. The fact that she actually asked for it, very good, because Dyan's autistic. Interoception, definitely understanding her own internal states of pain, discomfort, and where things are originating. She was wanting to get in front. The way the hands are doing, do you have any chest pain or stomach pain, sweetie? Muscles, where, sweetie, just underneath her ribs, so into intercostal muscles, diaphragm sort of area. We'll keep an eye on oxygen during this point in time. That sort of thing can affect particularly oxygenation. The face is starting to go at the moment with segmented cranial dystonia. So this is where we're getting the irregular facial behaviours. So just here, as you would have maybe just seen the tic, that is the oromandibular part. The blepharocism is affecting the eyebrows, eyelids. We've probably got a bit of crossover with vocalization of tics happening as well. We've got the hand posturing position. Maxie is right here. Just checking for rigidity in the feet. How are you feeling, boo-boo? Just going to set up the tripod for the moment, so bear with me as I do this. Right. It's 5:02 p.m. So cranial tilt, so the neck is in a axial tilt at the moment to the left side. The oromandibular is engaging with the jaw opening and closing of the mouth. That's that clicking sound that's coming through. Oxygen stats are at 97%, heart rate is at 59, 58, 57 and dropping, 56. It is possible that Dyan may go into tonic-clonic seizures or some other behaviours. We'll just monitor at the moment. Your back is spasming, sweetie. Supplementary oxygen is prepared. Do you want to put heat on your back, sweetie? The TV remote control away.
Yeah, I'm cold.
You're cold?
Yeah.
We've got an in-turn of both knees occurring, so there is some posturing coming through from the hips as we're turning. Figure 4 postural position as Dyan's going into a tonic-clonic seizure currently, 5:04. Combination with significant jaw motor movements, eyes are extended as well. It's all right. Rigidity through left, right focalized dystonia, rigidity in the left foot, milder in the right, but full flexation, dorsiflexion in the left foot. Oxygen stats are 98%, heart rate is at 60, current time is 5:06. Hey Google, set timer 10 minutes. As we're starting this engagement, we're going to set a timer and alert to see how things progress and how long they go for. All right, Papa. You're doing your best. Still got the rigidity of the dorsiflexion in the left foot. You can see how both knees are inturned, so she's rotating inwards, coming from the hip region. All right, Bubba.
I didn't take my medicine. It's my fault.
No, it's okay. I know what you're trying to do. It's all right. You can see the engagement of the muscles with the blepharism. The jaw thrusting to the left as the tongue's doing its thing as well. Part of this. This is the segmented cranial dystonia. Dystonia normally originates coming out of the basal ganglia, a deeper brain structure for those. Dyan's got bilateral calcification of the basal ganglia along with a movement condition which is known as Farr's disease. Originating, an umbrella term, Dyan has 22q11.2 deletion syndrome. It is a microdeletion of the 22nd chromosome, causing her to be missing 30 to 50 genes, 3 million DNA building blocks. They can affect up to anywhere up to 185 clinical symptoms. Still, significant dorsiflexion of the left foot leg. Intern still exists. Posturally, focal dystonia left. The dystonia causes obtuse muscle contractions or shaking and fibrillation that may go with that.
What did I have?
Before you had some tramadol drops, that might be the residual taste that you're still feeling. You've had your clonazepam, that was about half an hour ago. Motor tics come with the Tourette's component of this condition. 22q is an umbrella condition. Autism. 30 to 40% of those with 22q will have autism. ADHD, it's about 50 to 60% will have ADHD. Significantly lowered seizure threshold, about 65% of participants with 22q will suffer from a range of seizure types. 8.3% will have epilepsy. So they might be generalized type seizures, such as Dystonic clonic seizures. You might get focal seizures with impaired awareness or with awareness. You might get myoclonus. Absent seizures can also be seen, and atonic, which is the drop seizure. So Dyan gets the whole gamut of range of those. Still have full dorsiflexion of the left foot, relaxed right. Still have inturned both at the patella, coming originating from both hips. Left hand's fine, right hand has some focalized dystonia. Right shoulder is popping at the moment. Dyan appears to be in a syncope state, 508. Oxygen stats are 96%, heart rate is 56 beats per minute. You had some clonazepam. Exactly, and imagine if you didn't have the clonazepam, this would be significantly, catastrophically worse. So I'm so glad that you identified early that you needed some.
Cold water.
Correct. So as Dyan's explaining, the initial trigger indicators was that she was feeling a sensation such as cold water running down the right-hand side of the face. It's a neurological, neuropathic sensation for Dyan. It is part of the predictors of indicators that she may be having a seizure basing. What are you doing?
I have too much saliva.
Okay, so overproduction of the saliva side of things. Yep.
It's in my mouth, it just is too much.
Okay.
It makes me feel sick, but I had to nausea.
You've had an anti-nausea? You took an ondansetron. When did you?
Quickly.
Just before the initiation
Yeah.
of this. Okay, so that was a 4 milligram ondansetron.
I don't remember it melting, but it
Must have melted.
It's gone.
Yeah, so confirm 4 milligrams sublingual ondansetron. That would have been done at about 4:55. Oxygen grasp reflex, indications of lack of oxygen. So Dyan is showing again this when she brings her hands together is an atypical steepling position where hands are in front coming together, which we commonly see with tonic-clonic seizures. I'm hoping it's going to be quite subdued and of a low intensity or a low frequency for her, but no idea. We'll just have to wait and see. We're seeing some ticking of the left shoulder and some axial tilt occurring to her left side. Still getting segmental cranial dystonia in the face. Still getting rigidity across the left and the right quadriceps. Mainly a release of the left, which was in the dorsiflexion position beforehand. Still has some rigidity, but not as much. It's actually released most of that, which is good. Might struggle with a bit of aspiration, so we'll just keep an eye on that. Dyan was awake fairly early this morning, around about 6:30 a.m. Now that's quite early as part of the sleep routine.
I'm trying to be in your routine.
You're trying to be in routine. No,
Your routine.
I think you woke a little bit earlier than normal for you though, boo. Okay. You were still late going to sleep, so we haven't had. As the heart rate dropped to 49, oxygen stats are at 97%. It's okay. No, you didn't do anything on purpose, sweetie.
I didn't wake up early.
No, you didn't, absolutely. I was wondering if something in the environment may have woken you up and disturbed you, perhaps. quite potentially. Now, lack of sleep or reduction in sleep quality,
He was snoring.
quite commonly seen with participants with 22q11.2 deletion syndrome. So that may be an attributable factor to the lower seizure thresholds. Certainly
He
is a
was
key trigger.
staring at me and I poked my tongue at
You
him.
did poke your tongue at me this morning. You're a cheeky little bugger, weren't you? I noticed
I
that.
was tired and you were stalking me.
Stalking you. Right next to you, I was stalking you. Okay.
Yeah.
You were so funny.
And I was like, it's too early to communicate.
So you just poke your tongue at me instead. Coffee, yeah. Nothing should be done before coffee is actually involved. I agree with that.
I'm uncivilized.
How uncivilized. Now, the alert thresholds on the monitoring system behind me, which is tied into Bluetooth to the pulse oximetry that Dyan is wearing, oxygen is set to 90% threshold, so if Dyan's oxygen saturation levels drop below 90, an alert and alarm will sound. It will also vibrate on the finger to give a localized alert sensation. Same thing with the heart rate. If the heart rate drops to 50, you're seeing the ticking that's occurring in the thoracic and chest location at the moment. Still getting significant segmented cranial dystonia, blepharism with left jaw thrusting that's going on at the moment. Eyes are mostly closed. So with the heart rate, if it goes below 50, an alarm sounds. If it goes above 120, an alarm sounds. We've got Max, who's decided to be nice and close by.
Yes, I've been busy.
You've been busy. You've been doing too much, haven't you, girlfriend?
Shopping.
Yeah, you sent me off to do the Christmas shopping.
I did most online.
You did most of it online on Shein, didn't you? You're seeing these in between cognitive bursts where Dyan is cognizant, able to communicate, and then her brain is offline while she's going through the seizure component. Quite an intense upper body thoracic contraction just soon.
He's sharp. He's sharp.
Getting a sharp pain through where? Left sternocleidomastoid.
Muscle burning. Is it tired enough?
Yeah, just your left sternocleidomastoid coming into trapezius. So we're getting a bit of tightness around the neck and shoulder and upper back muscles. You need a special treat. Oh, that's nice. We all need one of those.
I bought a lifetime supply of salt.
So you've been on the Shein shopping, have you? And you bought what? A lifetime supply of socks.
Yes, I did.
Okay. At the best of times, between Dyan's autism, ADHD and OCD, we can get some really interesting, weird conversations. Hey Google, stop.
I've done everyone's Christmas present except for people that I can't do for because I don't know if I'm ever seeing them again.
Yeah, that's fine. So what we've got now in the face, both eyes are deeply affected. You can see the furrowing of the brows. The inability to open the eyes is because the involuntary muscle contractions are affecting the eyelids and the eyebrows at the moment.
I have too much spit.
Okay. We'll use the towel that I've got provided here so that you can actually wipe away if you need to. Currently 5:16 p.m. It is Wednesday, 17th of September. You are supposed to be showering, but that won't be happening now. Left foot is going into dorsiflexion again, so you can see it pulling up. See the mouth wide open in that position as well. These contractions can be incredibly painful, very sore. They are involuntary. She has no control or ability to manage it. You can see both feet now are in a dorsiflexion position. Max, the ragdoll cat's not really worrying, he's just doing his grooming. Now, the issues about how to make that stop is really the question at the moment. We've already applied some clonazepam, so that's the muscle relaxant component. That should have been kicking in since it was delivered at about 4:30 orally. That should have actually helped not cause this. Obviously, the threshold levels are very high for Dom, so it wasn't going to stop. It was whether it's going to be subdued and of a reduced severity. Doesn't seem to be. Now, yes, I can apply a secondary level. We've already got some pain initiation medication, like I said, the Tramadol applied. Contractions on your left. Okay, so left. Yeah, it is, sweetie, I know. Sorry.
He's pulling from my bum.
It is
down
literally from the gluteus maximus. Gluteus medius on the left-hand side is fully engaged at the moment, going right through to the back of the hamstrings, and it's contracting. That's the part of the dystonia. It causes these muscle contractions, so it causes things to posture into weird positions as the muscles shorten, lock down, and hold that contraction position. Sometimes, like I said, they can fibrillate, which is the shape. It is uncontrollable. Most of us will originate from the basal ganglia, sending the inappropriate messaging to these different parts of the body. You can see Dyan's neck is distorted at the moment, which is the axial tilt dystonia that's going on simultaneously. I would suggest that the fingers are curled in a position where I can't release, so we've got focalized dystonia in the right and the left hands at the moment, as you can see here. You can see the full tilt with the jaw thrust going up, so you've got a posterior axial tilt, so the head and the neck is actually tilting backwards and on a weird postural angle. Hands are clamped and clenched. I'm not going to try and break or undo those because it would actually cause an avulsion where the tendon will pull away from the bone. We've got to be careful of the injuries that can come from this condition as well. Realistically, we had the timer set for 10 minutes. We're not seeing any further tonic-clonic seizures, but we are seeing continuation of very painful dystonia, multi-positioning. Now, concerns with this is, of course, if the dystonia is doing diaphragm, intercostal muscles, esophagus, does that affect swallowing? Does that affect breathing? We've had heart rate obviously reduced before. It's currently at a heart rate of 66. Oxygen stats are at 96%. Oh, you're doing so well, Bubba. I know it's painful. I'm so sorry. Okay, so the left. I know. Max, are you able to help, boo? Feet are floppy, which is good. We're getting some tics and contractions still. Oh, sweetie, doing so well, Bubba.
Very good. Everything is good. Am I off the pillow?
You are off the pillow. I know you have no awareness of where you're at, Bubba. It's okay. Current time is 5:20 p.m. Like I said, it's Wednesday, 17th of September. Dyan is febrile, so she is in a warmer sense. Common initiation for seizures with patients with 22q may be fever-based. So yes, she's in that febrile level, 37.8 degrees temperature. I do need to give her some Panadol, but at the moment she's not really in a good position for swallowing large capsules. So we're not going to add to the issues. We'll deal with the problem at the moment. She's also got infections, so she's on antibiotics at the moment. She's running those. So infections and fever can also be key initiators. Changes in electrolyte imbalance can also be commonly seen. Now, with that, with gastroparesis and using diuretics. What are we putting into jam, honey? In the tablets into jam. Yes, we did used to do that in the old days. Yes, that was a thing that we used to do in the old days. I absolutely agree. I can see that your feet are going through a range of different motions. I can see there's some flexing. So dorsiflexion is when it's coming back. You've got the contractions. It's left side orientated. The quadriceps are locked, so it's the hamstrings underneath. It's the gluteus maximus medius. It feels like it's going to snap. It's going to be damn painful. We've now been going. I know, but we've now been going, and it's painful for 20 minutes. No, it's not your fault, sweetie.
That's the other thing. I can't weird. I said something last night, but
yeah, it's okay. I'm just getting midazolam ready. Obviously because of the long-term engagement, the fact that it's actually multi-systemic, multi-location. I don't have the equipment here to be able to do if it goes chest to cardiac cavity or respiratory. We've got issues with pain, so pain levels are heightened. This could also affect things such as swallowing. Okay. Sweetie, I'm going to give you this medication just in the side of your mouth, okay, and this will help to relax. I know, I get it.
There's another option.
Oh, sweetie. Come here, Papa. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Current time, 5:22 p.m. Midazolam. 5 milligrams per mil. Applied orally and buccal. Buccal's just down the side of the gum line. It's the easiest and quickest delivery. Hey Google, set timer, 10 minutes. So we're using Google Home Automation to work our countdown timer. Within the next 10 minutes, we should actually see that medication. It's an emergency ASM, anti-seizure medication, that should kick in and actually help the situation. Okay, I'm going to sit you up a little bit. And I'm going to give you a sip of your fizzy, okay? And that'll help the taste.
Makes it worse.
Makes it worse. It's meant to make it better, sweetie. I'm sorry, but it's made it worse.
My body's tight. My body's tight. Oh my god, it won't go.
Okay, and then we'll set the timer. Within the next 10 minutes, we should actually see things start to relax. We should see a break out of any of the seizures. You can see the intern of the knees that's coming together even further now. You can see that this is even tightening. So the intern rotation, the sartorius or vitalis muscle is turning in the legs. The engagement here of both gluteus, hip muscles is occurring. You can see Dyan is struggling. I'm going to go back and lie her down as much as I can. Hand positions are in a very fierce focal dystonia. You can see the weird postural positions that are occurring with this. You can see the strain that's in her face. It's currently 5:24. You can see how both knees are fully knocked in, turned in. Okay, the contractions are coming through. Oh, Baba, you're doing so well. It's okay. What Dyan means is it's her fault. She's been trying to reduce back on certain medications.
I don't like medicine.
No, that's fine, because unfortunately certain medications also have other knock-on effects. You take too many muscle relaxants, they do relax literally everything in the body, central nervous system, GI tract, and some of the autonomous systems that actually operate. So we can have a suppression effect on oxygen respiratory rate. It can affect and reduce and lower down your heart rate. When you're already bradycardic, it doesn't help things. So there is a balancing act between when we apply, when things are dangerous, breaking out of seizures, dystonia that can cause actual respiratory related issues or cardiac related issues as well, or cause contusions, avulsions, dislocations, subluxation styles, hypermobile. So having Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, hypermobility version, she pops, she literally will sublux, dislocate, and particularly with the segmented cranial dystonia in the face, she has that with the transmandibular joint. The jaw is affected with the oromandibular, and I'm going to sort of stitch up a little bit to help you alleviate the hiccups. The diaphragm muscles are obviously engaging with the dystonia as well, and it'll cause an irregulation of that and just causing your hiccups. Try and slow your breathing into deep and slow breaths. Try as much as you can. I know that's not easy. Good girl. It's 5:26 p.m. Countdown timer says 6:40 up there. The body should start to relax more. We should start to see some of these symptoms ease off. So yes, so Dyan has been trying to reduce certain areas of medication, how much she takes, when she takes them, and we are literally trying to apply them only at acute PRN status, when there's an emergency going on, where things are obviously causing potential risk or need of hospitalisation and an ambulance call out. We will try and implement and instigate then, rather than just using them as a regular part of her cycling medication. She still has her seizure medications that she's having to take, So that will be the Eplin.
Why is this
sodium valproate.
happening? My new diet was fixing me.
Look, you've been in pain quite a bit lately. Okay, your pain levels have been high. Yesterday, your pain levels were high, and we had to give you some tramadol yesterday as well.
I have to do that
You
to
were
the other
seeing more
working.
dystonia over the last several days. So,
weeks.
yeah, I know. Oh, Bubba. Think of it as a very intense cramp. I'm just digging the fingers in literally. It's okay, Max. Mommy will be okay.
Thank you.
Is that better?
Yes, in that position.
Okay. If you know the muscles and the ligaments that are engaging in these things, then you can disengage and oh god, that is so strong. Surprisingly tends to stop ripping out of the bone at the moment.
It feels like it is.
It is. It's very, very painful. Okay. Notice how that released it? Sorry, Bubba, but certain pressure pointing, and if you can actually get it to disengage, then we've got somewhere. Come into the dorsiflex position, it's released and disengaged from there. Still got focalized dystonia in the right and also in the left hands. It's alright, Bub. It won't take long. Right shoulder is popping.
Yeah.
You can see both knees are in turning, particularly the left side dominant. So coming from left hamstring, and again, like I said, the gluteus. It's all right, sweetie. You've done so well. Max is with us. He's right here too, bub. Doing my syncope out of the pain. Max is here, boo. He's right here with you. He's keeping an eye on. It'd be useful if he actually did some acupuncture or something, but we've got to work on training him, don't we, buddy?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you.
It's okay. So Dyan was doing a significant left upper torso tilt as well as the axial tilt. We're just trying to rebalance and centralize. So, significant focal dystonia in the right hand. Just going to do some traction below the joint. Yeah.
I'm trying too hard again.
You're trying too hard again because you're not getting help. Okay. Dyan looks like she's indicating cramps just underneath the breast line in the ribs, so that'll be the intercostal muscles. Oxygen stats have actually bounced down to 92. They've just come back up again. So we've got some flapping in the oxygen saturation levels, which is what's going to be affected by the intercostal and the diaphragm muscles in contractions that are involuntary. And will also potentially affect swallowing and aspiration. So we just need to keep a very close eye on her.
Oh my God.
Heart rate is at 58. I obviously can't apply a soft cervical collar until this is actually relieved. So once it does, then we'll actually engage. Not with all the ticking and stuff that you're going through, but I need to be able to get to your carotid as well. Sorry. Oh, that contraction is so tight.
I should have had a hot bath. Can I?
Yes, you can have a hot bath once this is settled, but we can't do it at the moment, sweetie. You'll end up drowning. Yeah. I do not want to try and manage you having seizures in a bath. Yeah, your neck will likely hurt tomorrow. We're going to have to be wearing the soft collar now. Got about 40 seconds left on the 10-minute countdown timer. That was after the midazolam was applied. We shouldn't be seeing any further tonic-clonic seizures. Heart rate is just flapping down below the 50 threshold. The alarm for the Google Home automation will go off in a moment. Dyan's in syncope at the moment, so with that drop in heart rate, she had an immediate corresponding syncope, not getting enough blood flow to the brain, causing her to pass out during this. Still getting some tics. It's currently 5:33. Hey Google, stop. Now, the midazolam, 10-minute threshold working window, normally seen as far as resolving seizures. We've got dystonia, quite significant multi-locational contractions. We've already been applied a muscle relaxant. We've also given some very low level painkiller, which is the tremble drops. And we've obviously now done midazolam. It's not helping. It will take a longer time with the dystonia contractions, probably another 10 to 20 minutes. But I hope to see them reduce in this time frame. I'm sorry about that, there's a lot of pain. I can give you some CBD at the moment, which will help you relax a bit further and also help your pain. Are you okay for me to do that? Oxygen stats are at 96, heart rate's at 52. We might get some more drop-offs. It's 51 for the heart rate, and we might get some alerts showing on heart. Dyan is due for night medication shortly. Can't open her eyes. That's the dystonia in your face, sweetie. It's controlling your eyes, your eyelids, your eyebrows, even your eyeballs. Oculus crisis. Okay, I'm coming in. I'm going to apply. Try and hold it in your mouth. Okay, 5:34, 0.5 mils, CBD THC 1010. So normally this is applied at 7 o'clock. I am giving the dosage an hour and a half earlier to help with pain, nausea, relaxation, along with this. Oxygen stats at 96, heart rate's 57. Yes, you can swallow them. Oxygen stats are 94. We haven't applied the medical oxygen concentrator. We don't apply additional supplementary oxygen unless Dyan goes below the threshold of 90% saturated oxygen and starts to stay in that position, not just a flap down, but stays consistently below. In which case then would apply supplementary oxygen to boost her oxygen levels up. But at the moment, we're at 93%. We've had some flapping up and down. We've actually in fact just gone down to 92. We're back up now to 95, so it's good. Heart rate is a little bit accelerated of all the flapping and the ticking actions. I expect that. It's at 63 beats per minute at the moment. Current time is 5:36 p.m. Hey, gorgeous. You're in pain, sweetie? I'm so sorry. I bet it is. Once this is all finished, then we'll deal with the pain, okay? CBD that I've given you has got that in the THC component will actually help with pain. Yes, sure, I'll be able to give you a hot bath with some magnesium. Magnesium is great as a muscle relaxant, especially applied in a bath, in a nice warm bath. And we've got the Windsor walk-in disability bath for that purpose. It's got the jets as well, which will help stimulate relaxing the muscles, but obviously can't do that in this state. Dyan's not going to be able to even sit up herself at this stage. She could still go with her dysregulation into seizures. I don't want to do seizures in a bath situation, obviously. So we need to stabilise her condition before we can actually do anything at this point in time. Even at this stage, I doubt with all this dystonia that she could actually walk. It's going to be affecting her gait, hypotaxic walking, hypermetric walking. She'll be lucky if she could actually walk without direct assistance or me using the hoist or wheelchair to actually transfer and move her around. So at the moment, since it's only me and she's got limited control of her body between the physical motor tics that you're seeing, the contractions which are involuntary, just suddenly going, that's all risk. There's a huge risk of fall risk because of those actions, and we need to just be very mindful of that. Still getting some ticking action going on. You're doing so well, Boo Boo. You're okay. You'll start to relax off. I'm assuming a cramp in the left hand. Yes, it's a short answer to that. Let's have a look. Okay. Slow your breathing.
Sorry.
Nice. No, you don't apologise.
This helps me through.
No. Of course, it's a natural reaction. You're doing everything naturally. So, if you can just slow and deepen your breaths. Higher, now up into here. Palmar fascia. Okay. So, index finger palmar fascia. As you can see, it's very painful. Okay. Imagine getting cramps in your body that you can't control. No, this is not to do with lack of salt or potassium. It's not a dietary related issue. This is literally, and all those things are actually well balanced, always checked out on a regular basis. She hasn't been in the sun. She hasn't been exhausting herself. You've got salt supplemented into your diet, so all those things are correct. This is literally the basal ganglia in the brain, deep brain, that's actually sending all this weird messaging and yeah, doing all these unusual contractions, which are damn annoying and damn sore for Dyan. Don't know about Max though. Max the cat needs to do more. He's a little bit lazy at the moment.
Max,
you know what I mean?
need you.
Yeah, no, he's chilled. Him and Willow over there. I'm glad he hasn't got a foot to the head at the moment, the way you're doing.
Cold blood. Their eyes.
Yeah. So Dyan's getting a circulation related issue at the moment. We're not getting good circulation down. And with that, that's why she's feeling the sensation of that her legs are ice. It's currently 5:40.
I have a lifetime supply of socks and shoes.
So you were telling me, that's right. So coming back to that story, so she's obviously been online to Shein.
I'm prepping.
Prepping for your Christmas supply and lifetime supply of
I bought
socks.
everyone's Christmas present.
Excellent, but you also got yourself lots of socks. It's really good to do your online shopping for Christmas now so that they can get delivered and you don't have to worry about any of the rush of Christmas.
Christmas shopping's covered because some people I don't know.
We've covered all the ones that are in our life that are important, sweetie. So nothing you need to worry about. You're organised. But I'm really glad to hear that you've done some things for socks and being prepared now.
I bought everyone the best present. They're gonna love it.
No worries.
I love giving.
You are a person who loves and enjoys gift giving.
It's fun.
It is fun.
I don't like getting them.
Right.
I like giving them better.
So this sort of conversation enables me to also see where Dyan is neurologically. Is she able to hold
Christmas is done.
conversation? Is there any
wrapping
post-ictal,
paper and everything.
post-seizure aphasia or issues with word finding, stuttering or slurring? Is she struggling cognitively to understand where she is and what she's doing? So she's got good abilities around that. Can you just wiggle your toes for me, please, Bo? Great, okay. So always post-seizure, we check to make sure that there is no paresthesis or paralysis.
The muscles in my calves.
That's okay. Does it? I am so sorry to hear that for you, Boo.
My fingers.
Even your fingers are sore. I'm not surprised. They've been held in these really tightly contorted, contracted positions. It's very, very uncomfortable. And when you've got a connective tissue disorder such as Deletion Syndrome, hypermobility, these bend in very, very weird
It's not normal.
Beyond the normal range of movement that you'd expect to see at a joint. Now it's great if you're a dancer or an acrobat, which is what Dyan was before getting very, very, very unwell, particularly with fatiguing conditions. So her dance career really stopped around about the age 17, 18, unfortunately.
Yes.
And subsequently, since that age of 17, she's had 34 years of ME/CFS, myalgic encephalitis, chronic fatigue syndrome. That was after post-viral syndrome. So it's a fatiguing condition, and having a genetic condition like 22q, you will have multiple different fatiguing conditions. Ehlers-Danlos is a fatiguing condition in its own right. Fibromyalgia causes fatigue. Autism can also just cause fatigue. It's a bit disconcerting at times when we see the face, and particularly when we realise that, look, it's not really working the way that it's meant to be working. How's your left eye going? Can you open your eyelids? You're a bit tired. Right, so the inability to move the eyelids and open the eyes fully is actually again controlled. That's the blepharospasms. Blepharospasms are part of the segmented cranial dystonia. This is the part that's controlling these little nerves and the muscles all around the facial muscles. And at the moment, her eyebrows and eyelids are controlled by that. Sometimes the eyes can also be controlled. They'll actually be pushed off to another location or pointed to another direction. And that was a big door bang. Sometimes it will affect the tongue, sometimes it will affect the jaw and the cheek muscles, and particularly the neck. And we've seen a lot of axial tilt dystonia, neck contortions, twisting and tilting during today's episode. I'm noting that really the body is relaxing now, and that's because of the medications that have been applied, the emergency medications for this condition.
I feel paralyzed.
You feel relaxed, I'm hoping. That finger is out. Let's put it back in, shall we? Yes, that sounds like a good idea. It's currently 5:44 p.m.
Have I got any beer?
Any beer? Why would you ask that?
I don't know. I just feel like a beer.
Okay, you don't drink beer. Why would you ask that? You haven't had a beer in years.
Used to.
Okay, we do have a couple in the fridge ready for summer, but it's not summer.
It's not summer.
No. There can be some very strange and weird thing. No, why would I have a lime in the fridge? It's not summer.
For the beer. You have to get the beer for
Oktoberfest. Well, we are mid-September, so coming into October, we'll worry about Oktoberfest. And the Bratwurst for the German Beer Festival. Sounds good. Right. These strange and weird things that Dyan goes to, which are out of context, non-relationship to what we're talking about.
Why do they
It's
have
the
to
way
close
the brain
the door
is
like
doing that.
that?
Oh, because they obviously have a door closing issue. There's a door banging down the hallway at the moment. Post-ictal confusion cognitively is seen quite commonly after seizures.
Is it upstairs? Downstairs?
Sounds like Wee Willie Winky in a nightgown. I think it's upstairs actually. Max is trying to keep an eye on what you're doing.
Thinking.
Yeah, what are you thinking now?
Max.
I like the yawns. The yawns are a good indication that her body is relaxing. Hopefully getting enough oxygen in. Oxygen stats at 97%, heart rate's at 69. No, he's relaxed at the moment, boo-boo. I'm not lifting him up at this stage. How's your calf muscle though? Is that still sore?
The leg muscles have let go. My
Great.
back muscles have let go. But
Great.
my fingers muscles are not let go.
Okay. So back has released, leg has released, and hips have released, and your neck?
My feet, ankles and toes are not let go. My neck is just sore from jolting.
Sore. Okay. I bet it is, Papa.
And every time I try and heal it, I get another tick thing or another thing, and it just sets it back off from healing.
Right. What we're going to do is apply the soft brass. I'm actually going to get you to an upright sitting position, and we'll actually apply that now.
After my bath, I have to wear it the whole
Yep, you're going to be wearing it all night. But right now, we're going to get you sitting up so we can actually apply this.
Help.
Help me, Rhonda. Dyan is actually leaning against me at the moment.
You want me to hold some hair?
No, I just just want you, I know you're struggling with balance and muscle control at the moment, I'm noticing. Is that too tight?
No.
How's that feel?
I've just got indigestion.
It's okay. Should we move it up? Just sit you up while you've got the indigestion.
My back. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You've got no muscular control, I get that.
I don't want to sit up.
You don't want to sit up? Okay.
No. I'm too tired.
You're way too tired.
I'm supposed to bath.
Oh, we've got plenty of hours in a day, so even if it's very, very late tonight, we can do that. That's our flexibility. And we have to be flexible. We don't have a choice in that. We can't actually work by certain rigid time frames that other people might impose. We have to go where Dyan is at and what she's capable of doing in the moment. If we get a window of opportunity where she's got some cognitive ability and energy, then we can manage it. What's happening with the earring?
Oh my goodness, my earring.
Okay, so the earring has come undone. Sleeper.
So, Sheen.
Oh, earring's back in.
Sheen.
Problem solved. And we're back to Sheen again.
I
Yes.
got some cheap jewelry, man.
You got some cheap jewellery as well as socks.
Yeah, like they're all like $1 to $4.
I like this. This is like a truth serum. Right. Yeah. What else did you buy on Sheen that you didn't tell me about?
Most of it was Christmas presents, my socks.
Your socks, right? A whole range of different socks, yeah. Some jewellery.
I had to get some jewelry because I can't even afford La Visa.
No.
I got jewelry.
I'm glad you did. That's good. And you've got your Christmas presents sorted out as well.
I got Christmas presents for everyone.
Okay, cool.
And
Oxygen stats are 97%, heart rate is 61. I'm just going to do a blood pressure as we wrap up to see where she's at.
I got my socks.
Alright.
I got fun socks, not just socks for the sake of
You got
not
some
just-
fun socks.
not just practical.
Fun socks.
Fun socks.
What exactly are fun socks?
Character socks, man.
Oh, okay, character socks. Cool.
Yeah, not just for boys. You know, they don't make them for girls at Kmart.
You're kidding me. Kmart, lift your game.
I don't care. You got. I love that cartoon. What is it? Bluey. You got Bluey in it because I didn't.
I know, right?
I've had
Let's see quite
Barbie
different moment, please.
before.
Oxygen stats are 97% stable, heart rate is at 59, but has been all around the place. And again, with orthostatic intolerance, that's what's going to happen, unfortunately. We'll probably see a bit of suppression in heart rate again because of some of the medications that have been applied, which will actually reduce central nervous system, but also stop the ticking and seizures and other activities. So we do expect to see a bit of a reduction in blood pressure. Will hopefully also be subsequently reduced because of all that. Now remember, any of the information that we are talking about, provide, discuss or show are specific to Dyan. We're not here to diagnose you, that's not our job at all. That's what your primary care physician, GP or specialists are for. So if you have concerns about your own health, please make sure you do see your GP and get referrals to the appropriate areas or specialities. Dyan's blood pressure is 101/64, heart rate is 56, so it has come down, but it's still on its way. Well, I'm going to give you some more ondansetron, because that's quite fun, because you've got low level ondansetron that you're using. Sweetie. I'm going to pop this straight into your mouth myself so that we don't have things flying around. Alright, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, it's in the palm of your hand. Can you feel it? Okay, yep, it's there. And down. On Danzatron 4 milligrams sublingual, 552. So, as I was saying,
Can
disclaimer.
they make it chocolate flavor,
Yeah.
please?
None of the medical information is about you or prescribing or describing what you need to do. This is about Dyan, who is sharing her life through the channel as we record the clinical information for our clinical team to help manage her condition and also educate and advocate for rare genetic conditions, which Dyan has got several. Primary umbrella term for her is 22q11.2 deletion syndrome. We really do appreciate you watching, and we also appreciate your engagement, comments, questions, ideas and suggestions below. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Please share our channel so other people can find out and connect. This is the one way where Dyan, who's mostly bedbound, she hasn't left this house for the last 3 weeks. In fact, she hasn't really left this room for the last 3 weeks now that I think about it as well. And that's part of the fatigue, dealing with the pain and dealing with the different symptoms, and there's a multi-systemic complex condition that she has to deal with.
I haven't been out in a long time.
It's been over 3 weeks, over 3.5 weeks. We were talking about that before, since you've last left.
Before that, I was carrying up.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, doctors actually was the last actualised appointment you went to.
Last was doctors, but before the doctors, I did manage to go to carrying up, but I think something happened that night or the next day.
You had a
because of it.
seizure event.
But it was
that night,
worth
so-
it because I went out and I had
She did a
fun,
thing.
and I bought.
What did you buy that time?
Yeah, I got. What did I get again?
I think you got something from the Dollar Saver, the $2 shop that was there,
what
didn't you?
was it again?
Something nice, I'm sure. I can't remember actually what it was specifically. I'm sorry.
Oh, my lucky duck.
Oh, the lucky
my
duck.
Called Lucky.
Yes, your spring duck.
She's beautiful.
She's got lots of flowers, hasn't she?
I got something else there.
Oh, I'm sure you did. I think you did actually.
I got my picture frames.
Right. Now, how are you feeling at the moment?
I'm confused.
Okay, so bit of cognitive confusion
Am I
post
back
ictal.
to myself or not?
Look, not when you're confused, you're not. I can see that your eyes are not fully opened at the moment, so you're having difficulties with the blepharospasm still.
Having dinner and shower.
Yes, you are. We need to
bath.
have food. We need to
gonna
keep
be
your evening
bath
medications. Yeah, well, we'll also see about that because you're still ticking, as I just saw then. Max is still quite relaxed.
Still got tightness on the collar.
All right. Well, it looks like we're still going to be dealing with a few things legacy of this. It hasn't totally left the building.
Hasn't the medicine kicked in?
No, it actually just shows you how bad this actually is.
Because I took myself off.
Yeah, right. Just working the left gastrocnemius just to see if we can alleviate that. It's very, very tight coming into the soles and the calf muscle. As you can see, she's trying to brave through the pain at the moment. Poor thing. Wish I could take the pain away from her. And we do a whole range of different things, from heat and cold. Obviously we have the hot pack at the moment on her lower back, which will be helping. Muscle relaxant medications, there's a range of those. Massage, traction, pressure pointing, TENS machine. There's a whole lot of different things. Strapping supports, braces, baths with magnesium, Radox.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a lot of different things.
I feel vulnerable.
You feel vulnerable, you feel weak at the moment. Well, let's hope that the nausea will settle down with the medication that I've given you. I'm hoping that all the seizures are now gone, and I'm hoping that the dystonia will now settle. I'd like to see your oxygen and heart just stabilise and stop doing any flapping, which would be nice. At the moment, oxygen stats are at 97, heart rate is about 54. So we'll keep an eye on that. You won't be having a shower anytime soon, and you won't have the energy to even sit up and eat for a while yet. So it's going to be a wait and see and monitoring. Guys, thank you so much for sticking around. We'll see you in another episode when Dyan's hopefully a little bit better, a little bit later on.